We celebrate the sports, the competition, the athletes, and the Olympics are also a celebration of humanity, right? And of culture, which makes the Paris Summer Games extra fun. Because here's the fact of the matter, women have a romanticized fascination with the French way of life. We do. We want to dress like a French woman. We want to eat like a French woman. We want to, I don't know, stroll leisurely the cobblestone streets with a beret on our head and a croissant in our hand. Sadly, we can't all fly to France, but we're sure having a lot of fun exploring some ways we can recreate that alluring lifestyle here at home. Claire Dinhut is a French-American woman who posts as Condiment Claire online. She is going to introduce us to a French dining experience she thinks all women will appreciate. Claire, welcome to Studio 5, sister.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. I'd like to know first a little bit about what you share online and the community that you've created.
Yeah, listen, I was raised in a multicultural household. My mom's Greek American, my dad's French, so food was very much always at the center of my life. And when the pandemic hit, I was working in food and travel TV beforehand. All of those shows kind of went poof. So I was like, what do I do now? Turn to social media, and I started creating content, and it kind of shifted its way into becoming primarily condiment focused. And so now I speak a lot about condiments from all around the world to kind of understand people from all over. And because of my French background, I'm in France a lot, and so I share a lot of French recipes and just Frenchness.
I love that you zeroed in on that niche, and it's so easy to get hungry through the screen, which I know you hear from a lot of your followers. People may have heard this phrase, girl dinner, but you say that is a legitimate and enjoyable dining experience in France. School us on that.
Yes, so I haven't actually even spoken about this on TikTok, but when you reached out to me, I was like, oh my God, I'm just connecting the dots. So in French, there's a term called apéro dînatoire, and an apéro is basically like aperitif hour. So it's appetizers, maybe a little cocktail, mocktail, it's little bites. But if you call it an apéro dînatoire, dînatoire comes from the French word dîner, which is dinner. And so it's basically that you have enough snicky snacks to kind of last you enough hours that it becomes a dinner. So it's bites and a drink, but there are enough bites to kind of be full and last you throughout that entire long evening of chit-chatting.
Okay, you just said a phrase in our back and forth has popped up, and it's my new favorite phrase, and I'm not even sure what it means. What's a snicky snack?
Okay, a snicky snack is a term that I've used for a very long time, and just think of it as a small portion of something with a lot of flavor. So just because it's small doesn't mean it's not flavorful. So I like to eat smaller things and lots of them just so that I can try a bunch of different flavors. And I also think that they're nice to share with friends. So personally at a dinner, I'd love to have a bunch of snicky snacks out so that everyone can kind of try different things and share, as opposed to one dish for each person, because it makes the experience a lot more communal.
I'm going to say that forever and think of you, snicky snack. It's the way we all want to eat. If we're at a regular family style restaurant, we're passing the plates around anyway. So what a fun idea to do the smaller bites and let everyone, take a taste. Let's do a plate tour. What are some of your favorite recipes for that sort of meal or that sort of dining experience?
Well, a lot of these include salted butter, because how can they not? So a good baguette in salted butter, there's nothing better than that. And that can be on the side of a meal. That can be a sneaky snack on its own. Another variation of just something and butter is a radish and butter, because radishes are really kind of almost spicy if you get the really good long breakfast radishes. And a French sneaky snack, I guess you can call it, is if you cut this long radish in half, and then inside you kind of put like a little like sliver of butter with good big chunky salt.
Butter in the radish?
Butter in the radish. So you create like a little mouth and you shove the butter in there, and then you have that spicy, crisp, fresh radish, and on the inside you bite into a really creamy, salty butter.
You should know you're getting reactions here in the studio, mostly out of curiosity. We will be trying this. We've got our snicky snacks here. So freshness is kind of the theme as well, right?
Yeah, it's nice for summer. I think an apéro dînatoire, it's always, it's great during the winter too, but when you're outside, if it's like the sun's beaming on you and your friends, it's afternoon, it's early evening, I think that's just the most lovely experience. And I think the best part about radishes and butter is you can kind of customize it to be your own. So I make a lot of flavored butters at home. So whether it's like a parsley butter, I had a tonka butter with radish the other day. I have a book coming out this year, and there are a lot of flavored butter recipes, because that's what a lot of people kind of ask for. And I think radish and flavored butter is so yummy.
All right, Claire, you've inspired us. We will think of the snicky snack and you, and please keep us posted on your book. That's so exciting. In the meantime, how can we connect with you for more French-inspired food ideas?
All right. Well, you can find me at Condiment Claire on Instagram and TikTok. I also have a Substack, which is a newsletter where I share either a city guide or some recipes every single week, every Tuesday. So you can find me there, also at Condiment Claire. And then again, I have a book coming out this year with actually Bloomsbury, UK, but you can still ship it to the US. And the US version will be coming out next spring, but I actually haven't even seen the US version yet. But this is what the UK version will look like.
Oh, look how cute.
Yeah, it's just fun and doodly, and there's the history of condiments. There are easy recipes,
Oh,
and there are a bunch of ways
congratulations.
to, like, flavor pairing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We're so glad to be connected. Thank you so much, Claire, for being part of our Paris Playbook series. We appreciate it.
Of course, thank you for having me.